Colby Chaos Covington is fighting again on UFC Fight Night Tampa against Buckley as a replacement for Ian Gary, who's been moved to UFC 310, and as the chief Colby Covington Glazer in my friend group. I felt that it is necessary for me to make a video right now about how Colby Covington is actually going to destroy Buckley and move on to get a title shot. Most likely against the winner of Khamzat, what the fuck am I saying? Khamzat. Against the winner of Shafkat and Bilal. And honestly, I saw the betting odds. The betting odds are like, fucking favoring Buckley, which makes little to no sense in my opinion, because Covington, like, regardless of his last performance, which was quite shitty against Edwards, and I get that his stock has fallen quite a lot, and by quite a lot, I mean like probably like 90%, perhaps more, after that loss. But even so, I feel like he's still got something left in the tank, even though he's 36, approaching 37, even though he had a shit fight last time. I feel like overall, Covington is just, as a mixed martial artist, much more skilled than Buckley. And he's just going to display that distance between them in terms of being a high quality fighter, being a championship contender, and being a, top 10, top 15 kind of gatekeeper-ish kind of fighter that Buckley is. And don't get me wrong, Buckley puts on exciting fights, and Buckley does, Buckley's an exciting fighter in general. You want to see him fight. He has a powerful style. And especially at welterweight, he's a big fucking welterweight, and Kobe's not that juiced up himself at 170. He looks more like a 155 pounder. So I can get like the odds disparity that people are looking at this fight and sort of counting Kobe out, or saying it's Kobe's time to retire or whatever. I just don't see it happening yet. I just don't see it happening like right now. I get that Kobe's approaching that part of his career where he doesn't really retain a lot of his natural attributes that make him great and make him superior to a lot of other fighters. Mainly his cardio. He's really got no power in his hands. But I feel like he's going to maintain his wrestling ability, and I don't think Joaquin has that great of a takedown defense. His size is definitely going to help him. He's a lot bigger than Kobe. He's fought at middleweight. Kobe doesn't fight at middleweight in his best dreams. I don't know right now like what exactly we're looking at in terms of how Buckley defends a takedown, but I feel like he might defend a couple in the first round, maybe a couple in the second too, but I feel like he's going to get tired. He's carrying a lot of mass. He's not at that level of like wrestling accolade that Kobe's at. And in terms of pure grappling ability, I think Kobe's going to outdo him. He could touch Kobe's chin, but Kobe has a pretty solid chin. I think we've seen that against, even when Usman hit him like with some really good fucking shots, he was still there. In the first fight, it got stopped a bit early. In the second round of the second fight against Usman, he was there. He endured that shit relatively easy. He was in a bit of trouble, but even then he survived, right? And against Masvidal he got clipped and he stood right back up. So I feel like his chin is going to hold up. The main question is if his cardio holds up or not, because he's been going a lot slow in these recent fights against Usman. He kind of picked up the pace again against Masvidal, and then against Leon he was just a bit too hesitant. But against Buckley, I see him doing what he did to Jorge Masvidal. Honestly, I think Buckley's going to catch him a couple of times, but he's probably going to, fucking tank through those ones and get that takedown that Kobe usually gets against these kinds of opponents that are mainly strikers. So, yeah, this is a very low effort video, as you can tell, but overall I predict Kobe by decision, probably 49-46. I think Buckley takes the first or second round, and then Kobe kind of just, wrestle fucks him. 49-46, 49-46, 48-47. That's what I predict. And then Kobe goes on to call out fucking shit rat, Shafkat, calls him shit rat, fucking calls him out, whatever. I really don't see Gary winning the fight between him and Shafkat, so yeah, if Gary wins, he's definitely going to call him out. Kobe's been a bit annoying to fucking be a fan of lately because he's been ducking a lot of fighters, and he's just an extremely inactive fighter in general. So I don't know what he's going to do after this fight, but I just don't see him losing this one, honestly. So, yeah, Kobe by decision. He has no finishing ability. He's not going to fucking choke him out. He's not going to knock Buckley out. Either way, Kobe by decision. And then goes on to fucking fight a number one contender fight. Or if he has enough Dana White privilege, I really don't think he does at this point, because he's gotten the title shot off of beating losing contenders twice now. I don't think it's going to happen the third time. So I think he needs one more fight after Buckley. maybe someone like the loser of Gary and Shafkat. I think he's gonna get the loser of Gary and Shafkat, which is probably gonna be Gary, and then he fights Gary and then fights for the title probably if he wins. That's what I'm seeing, honestly. So, and that's what makes the most sense. So yeah, Colby by decision.